Hi friends, I'm Laura and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my autumn bucket list and I am so excited. I am so excited for autumn. I am excited for all the autumnal things, the vibes. I've already got it going. I can't wait to do a whole refresh of the house and I just love a new season. And with every new season, I love to do a seasonal bucket list. I find that seasonal bucket lists are an amazing way to really lean into each part of the year and to celebrate and create new memories for every part of the year. So that way you don't get to the end of the year and just think, oh, where did that year go? Instead, you can look back and you can think, oh, here are 20 amazing memories I did throughout the year and all of these amazing things according to seasons. And I just feel like that's a magical way to live. And I'm so excited to share these with you. I have got seasonal bucket lists here. One with lines and one without for your autumn bucket list. And you can download this for free on my blog. I will link that down below so that you can make your own gorgeous bucket list. I am here for the autumn vibes and aesthetic, and I hope you'll enjoy it too. And head over to my blog and get yourself a copy so you can make your own seasonal bucket list. I have some paint pens here in autumnal colors and I thought that might be really fun. I started keeping a list on my phone, so I'm gonna reference that. And this is a great tip. I don't think of all my bucket list items at once. They just kind of come to me in different periods of time, like talking to my best friend. She suggested a project and I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to do that together. So that made it onto the bucket list. And then different things come to mind throughout the season, and towards the end of summer I started thinking of autumn things that I really wanted to do this year. So I just wrote them down as they came to me. I've got my autumn bucket list all filled out and I cannot wait to tell you about it. The first thing I had on my list was learn how to make a gluten-free apple cruller or donut hole. I am gluten-free and that is very challenging because I loved all the baked goods and I love baking, and I especially love going to the apple orchard every year and getting apple cider slushies and apple donuts. And since this is my first year being entirely gluten-free, I have to learn how to make apple donuts myself if I want them, and I feel like I 100% absolutely want them because they are one of my favorite autumn treats. So that means I need to learn how to make them and have an at-home autumn baking day that is entirely gluten-free. Along those same lines is go to an apple orchard. Every year, my best friend and I tend to go to the same apple orchard. We drive like 2.5, 3 hours away to the mountains of North Carolina to Morganton, and we do an apple orchard up there. This year, I want to do something different. I want to go somewhere new. And there is an apple orchard by my sister-in-law down in South Carolina. And I thought that would be really fun. Instead of just checking out the same place over and over and over again, checking out this other place and see what they offer. Maybe they'll do hay rides or like a corn maze or something else along with the apple picking. And yeah, I thought that would be an amazing outing, and just to try a new apple orchard would be really fun. And since I won't be able to get my apple donut holes or apple crullers from there, I'll have to learn how to make them myself. So those two are kind of paired together but separate items. The next thing on my list is to host a girls' Halloween movie night. I did this last year when Hocus Pocus 2 came out and it was amazing. It was incredible. I did DIYs for like a month and a half straight. I got Halloween decor because I had never had that before. except for a few faux pumpkins, which are more autumnal, but this was specifically Halloween. So I hosted a movie night last year and it was so much fun, and I loved all the party hosting stuff, like making the really cute charcuterie boards and all the DIY projects and decorating, and it was so much fun. But I spent a fortune. And I spent a fortune because I was decorating for Halloween for the first time. And this year, I just want to dial it back. I want to do a good girls Halloween movie night at my house or my best friend's house, but probably my house because I live closer to town where everybody is. And then my goal is for me to spend less than $100. I won't even bother saying how much I spent last year, but it was far, far, far beyond that. So I thought $100 would be a really good amount. That's like enough to get some snacks and food and rent a movie. Yeah, I thought that would be great and a good challenge to do something affordable. Like, when I think of hosting, I tend to think over the top and like make it an experience for everybody, which is amazing. It's just something that I went overboard with last year. So this year I want to challenge myself and do it in a more affordable way where, yeah, it's a lot easier to do that project. And that should be totally achievable because I have Halloween decorations now and I did not have them before. So I will be able to reuse all of my decor. The next item on my list is DIY terracotta jack-o'-lanterns, and oh my gosh, I'm geeking out about this. So I saw that Liz Gavin, I think is her name. Liz Marie Gavin, I'm pretty sure that's her name. She's amazing, and last year or the year before, sometime in the last couple of years, she painted a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns white, and it was so gorgeous, and I love that idea. I love the jack-o'-lantern idea because it's a little bit more Halloween. I've done a combination of faux pumpkins and real fantasy pumpkins in all the different colors and shapes and sizes every year. And the real pumpkins just get so darn expensive because I like the really pretty big ones. So yeah, I thought the terracotta jack-o'-lanterns was a great idea. Terracotta is totally my vibe. I am an earth tones kind of gal, and I think it just looks amazing. Pottery Barn had those amazing ones last year, but they costed a fortune. It was like $260 for 3 jack-o'-lanterns. So I'm gonna take some jack-o'-lanterns I already have and do a DIY with my friend. She wants to paint some of her faux pumpkins too, so that should be lots of fun for us to do together. Next on the list is soap making with mom. My mother-in-law is also a very crafty person, and she has made soap before, but I never have, and I have wanted to, and I'm so excited. We looked up some recipes. I found some in a magazine, and she found some on Pinterest, and we're gonna give it a go. And I'm so excited because if we make them during autumn, then they will be ready by Christmas, and that just makes me really happy. I haven't decided if I'm gonna give them away as stocking stuffers for family or if I'm just making them for myself, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards for myself, and if they turn out extraordinary, then I'll use them as stocking stuffers too. But either way, I'm so excited to do some made at home soap with non-toxic ingredients. So very excited for that. Next on the list is to go to the Charlotte Regional Farmers Market with Renee, my friend, and this is something she actually prompted me to do. I used to go a lot more frequently, but I haven't been in 2 years? 2 years, like a year and a half. It's been a long time since I've been, and I don't go very often anymore. Even prior to the last time, it had been a few years. And she's gone a couple of times recently and got the most gorgeous bouquets of flowers. And she was like, oh my gosh, you have to go back. And I was like, yes, I do. We should go together. And then I can get all the fresh flowers and all the good treats. And sometimes, depending on the weekend, there's even vendors there selling gardening plants. So you could buy like a lemon tree, which is my dream. We'd have to keep it indoors in the winter, which did not work out well the last time I tried it. But I also had a brown thumb last time I tried it, and I have worked that into a green thumb. So regional farmers market is an excellent idea, and maybe I will find a tree there, a fruit tree. Then I have watched The Good Witch on television. I love The Good Witch. It is one of my favorites. Hallmark vibes. I actually think it is Hallmark. It's a sweet, small town, and there's like love stories and friendship stories, but mostly family stories, and this relationship between a mother and a daughter, and the kind of witchy things that they do, but in a really good way. That's why it's called The Good Witch. So kind of like apothecary vibes, definite apothecary vibes, which I am obsessed with. Give me all the dried flowers and herbs, and I'm growing an herb garden and make DIY concoctions, and I love that. So definitely excited to rewatch The Good Witch and restart that series from the beginning because it's been a few years since I watched it. Next one. Oh my gosh, do foster care orientation. So I won't tell you the whole story here because it'll be way too long, but essentially I told my husband, like, there's a profile of an adoptable teen girl that I saw way back at the beginning of this year when I decided that we would not do IVF, and I kind of told my husband like adoption was the way I wanted to go, and I did decide, which you can hear all about in a recent video, I wanted to adopt a baby first and then older kids later. And there was this one profile I saw of a teen girl, and I literally have not stopped thinking about her since, and it's been like 6 months or 8 months or something. So yeah, I just felt like, I don't know if she's meant to be a part of our family, or if she should be a part of our family, or if she would even want to, but there were so many things in her profile that I just like resonated with and felt like we could be an incredible home and family for her. And yeah, I told my husband I want to do the orientation and just see what they say, see what the options are, see if our heart feels open to it, and go from there. And I have no idea what that means or what that might turn into, or if we're going to end up pursuing that, or if we're gonna stick with the baby plan for now. But I just wanted to be open to the possibility, and I also wanted to pursue the possibility. Right now we're in a time frame of saving up money to adopt a baby, and that's gonna take a few years. And I want to feel like we're making progress in the meantime besides just the bank account. So doing things like getting the house ready, or different projects, or getting our foster care license is an excellent step in the progress direction, because we plan to adopt older kids at some point in the future after having a baby. So we're making some kind of progress on that journey to become parents, even if it's kind of out of order, or we don't really know how it's gonna work out yet. But heart's open, mind's open, and I'm so excited to do foster care orientation to see what being a foster parent would involve, more than what I already know, because I've done so much research and I've read so many books. But I'm sure the orientation is a whole different experience. So got that on the list. Next is to decorate the front yard and porch for Halloween. Yes, so excited, using my DIY terracotta jack-o'-lanterns that are also on the list, and I'm excited. I have so many thoughts and plans for this and ideas. Grow an autumn garden. This will be my first year growing an autumn garden. I tried 1 year prior and it did not work out because we moved out of our house to have repairs done after it flooded. So everything died because I wasn't here to take care of it. I'm really excited to try it again this year. My main ideas are lettuce, spinach, all of those like autumn leafy green salad type things. Also green beans, sugar snap peas, sweet peas, and then there's some things that I need to plant in the autumn for a spring harvest, like the sweet peas, delphiniums, some of that stuff. So very excited to hopefully grow an autumn garden, and at the very least I'm gonna try. Can't promise it's gonna work out, but I sure am going to try. Then I have read a book, and then I put this specific book right next to it. This was a recommendation from Darling Desi, who I adore on YouTube, and she gave the description of the book and I was like, okay, that sounds perfect. And then I went over to Amazon and it said it was a book for like middle school age. And I was like, okay, this is getting even better, because I'm gonna be honest, I am in a season of life where I don't have loads of free time that I want to use to read a book. I have all these other projects going on and creative things going on that I want to spend my time on. And I also don't like really scary things. I like a little spooky, but not scary. So I thought that would be perfect, because if it's meant for middle schoolers and it's rated scary for middle schoolers, it'll just be spooky to me, and hopefully should be a good, easy read that I can get done in a week or two with the little bits of free time that I have here and there. So a no stress read that should give me all the Halloween vibes. The very last item on the list is to autumn decorate the house. And yeah, I'm really excited for a fresh new season, new start, change out the decor. And yeah, I've already got my autumn candles started. It's gonna be amazing, and I'll probably do a video on autumn decorating the house too. That is my autumn bucket list. Don't forget, you can go to my website or blog and download these templates for free so you can make your own one. There's the lined version and the blank version. And yeah, you can make your own gorgeous autumn bucket list. So cute. I'm so excited for all of these fun autumnal festivities and activities, and yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, friends. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of what I'm up to, and I would love to have you. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.